American now carries 23 extra pounds.
Heart disease and stroke will claim the lives of 460,000 American women.
We're talking about diabetes and hypertension and bone diseases, osteoporosis.
69 grams of fat. You could actually save 12 grams of the fat and half the calories if you simply ate an entire stick of butter.
Food. It's central to our lives and traditions. Every special occasion seems to involve food and feasting. But could some of these same foods, including several that we think are good for our health, also be causing many of our most serious health problems? Indeed, we're facing a massive health crisis. No less than 40% of Americans today are obese, and about half of us are taking some form of prescription drug.
People a day in the U.S. are diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Half of them are children. Children like a 14-year-old Appleton girl who is not sitting still waiting for a cure. Darby Peter is here this morning to share her story. Hi, Darby.
Hi.
And you have had diabetes since when? When were you diagnosed?
Since I was 3 years old.
And what does that mean for you? How do you live with it every day?
I have to check my blood sugar and I have to give myself insulin. I used to have to give myself up to 6 shots a day.
weighed 100 pounds more than I do now. I had severe sleep apnea. I had to use a breathing machine at night. I had out of control acid reflux. I don't have that anymore. Asthma was really bad. And then, of course, food allergies. I started changing my diet and started losing weight. I'm feeling a whole lot better. I'm down 100 pounds.
Everything's bigger in America. We've got the biggest cars, the biggest houses, the biggest companies, the biggest food, and finally, the biggest people. America has now become the fattest nation in the world. Congratulations. Nearly 100 million Americans are today either overweight or obese. That's more than 60% of all U.S. adults.
Heart disease, as far as I'm concerned, is an absolutely toothless paper tiger that need never ever exist.
Someone has to stand up and say that the answer isn't another pill. The answer is spinach.
A growing number of researchers claim that if we eliminate or greatly reduce refined, processed, and animal-based foods, we can prevent and in certain cases even reverse several of our worst diseases. They say all we need to do is adopt a whole foods, plant-based diet. It sounds almost too simple to be true.
If they shift from simple carbohydrates, the whites, white flour, white pasta, white bread, etc., white rice, to brown rice, farro, quinoa, whole grains, whole wheat, their blood sugar control will change dramatically in hours.
In hours?
Hours.
Till now, people with diabetes have said, well, too much sugar in my blood, don't eat sugar. Well, we reasoned that in countries like China, Japan, Thailand, Cambodia, where it's a very high carbohydrate diet but a very low fat diet, given that they have the lowest diabetes rates in the world, we thought it's not carbohydrate. The problem has to do with fat. those fats get into the cells. That causes that insulin resistance. So the diet should be getting the fat out of the cells so insulin can work again.
The greatest gift that you could possibly give to your family, if you can make them be aware of the incredible power to avoid life's most painful events. You just don't have to have those kinds of events.
I can say this with a great deal of confidence, that our national authorities are simply excluding this concept of nutrition from the debate and the discussion in order to protect the status quo.
Buy? Yeah. I'm buying them because I'm juicing them and I believe in the benefits of organic produce.
One's lack of discipline, one's lackadaisical habits about getting sleep, about proper nutrition, about proper eating, moderating one's anger and one's intolerance. All of these contribute to health problems, to a life of chaos and disorder and nutrition. Clearly, fried foods and too much sugar, too much fat, those are kind of commonly known sensible things.